Yes,
And
bitch.
that's just gonna be recorded. Hello. Today is Monday, August 25th, and we got like 6 days left of August, and then we are out of here. But that's not what we are talking about today. We'll get right into it. Um, Before we talk about Kristen, let's give the little backstory. Let's talk about the trial first, because this trial, one thing that I know Days of Our Lives know how to do is set you up for some shit. This trial was probably going to be the hottest thing of the summer,
And it was.
and it's strictly because you have the victim who also was the defendant's lawyer, who also was having rendezvous with the DA, who the DA was the defendant's auntie. Baby, this was one of the twistedest things I have ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen another soap do something so dramatic. And I could be wrong, but in my brain right now, probably the most dramatic shit I've ever seen. And this trial was beyond dramatic. Not only did EJ have to defend his son and try to prove his innocence, but he had to go against his lover. And whew, you know what my favorite part about that was when he
What?
thought that he was going to be smart enough to tell the judge, "Oh, me and DA Black are in a relationship." Like, girl, now you just set yourself up for failure trying to like, I understand why he did it. I get
Hmm.
it because technically that probably would have caused grounds for a mistrial. But girl, that didn't do nothing but put you in the doghouse. Now your woman don't want you no more. And then your son said, "You're not being my attorney no more, you lying bastard." And then I think probably the thing that I disliked the most about this trial was it had to be the niggas. And the crazy part about it is, hear me out. Chanel and her Manny got on my nerves during this whole fucking trial. Paulina got on
Okay.
my nerves the moment she said arrest Johnny DiMera. Because had it been something about one of her daughters,
She would have covered it up.
she would have covered it up and nobody would have went to jail for a
But
motherfucking thing.
you want to know what? Yep. Yep, that's what happens when you got power in a city like Salem. You can now make all them white people pay for the crimes they did against our people, that they did against their own people all them centuries ago. I didn't shed a motherfucking tear about that. She was doing her job.
Girl, shut the fuck up. This ain't
She
about
was doing
slavery.
her.
This is
She
about
was.
Egypt.
I don't give a fuck. She was doing her motherfucking job, honey.
This is about Elvis, Aaron, DiMera. This is not about slavery or anything we had to go on
No,
during
no, no, no,
Juneteenth.
no, but no, but here's the thing though. Let's not act like if this wasn't like a white cop on the show. And hold on. Not that it was written like that, but like Lonnie really went to jail for shooting a man that was going to attack her mother.
And you're right.
So I mean, a little girl has shot her uncle, and they're going to cover it up by sending her mother to jail. And I just feel like, so what if Paulina engineered all this and made this happen? So
Well, here's
what?
the thing.
So what?
Hold on.
Hold on. So what if she would excuse it with her own daughters? She should, because the white folk would. The white folk are doing it now. And now her crazy ass mammy going to jail for something she did and she don't remember. Okay, girl. Continue.
Anyway, and to think, here's let's backtrack a little further. To think this is all over Rachel Blake. EJ got shot because he he sent away a crazy bitch that kidnapped Ava Vitale and
Hmm.
tried to destroy his life. His sister's mammy, his sister's crazy ass mammy, who should be locked away. She
Not his
should be
sister's crazy ass mammy.
that woman should be locked away and thrown away the key. She should go to fucking not even Statesville. She should go far fucking ways. She should go to what's their psych ward called? Why can't I remember the psych ward? What's the
I
psych
can't remember
ward
the
called?
Cyborg's name either. I want to call it Ferncliff, but that's the Young and the Wrestler.
Yes, that's the Young and the Restless. Um Baby.
Not at Baby.
She should be in one of them nice little padded rooms with the cutest of the cute straight jackets for Miss Rachel Blake. Cause she's cuckoo. I don't feel bad. I actually was happy and relieved when EJ fucking took that bitch and locked her up somewhere. Locked her with you know, Rufus's doppelganger. And fuck him too. But yes, so we found out this week that EJ does remember who shot him. And it's no wonder that he has a suppressed memory about that. Why would I want to remember my niece shooting me over her whacked out grandmother?
And right, and as the niece, well, I don't remember that I shot you over my whacked out grandmother because
Well,
it
she's a
really was it
baby,
really was
so
an act,
she's, yeah,
but it was an accident too.
yeah.
So
And she's a baby, and she's not gonna remember that.
what do you mean
But
she's a baby? That girl can form full sentences. In a
she's
couple of years, she'll be having a teen pregnancy.
she's a child, David. She's
I
not
know
gonna
she's a
remember
child,
that.
but like, I mean, I know she's a child, but she ain't no goddamn baby.
I'm not
You
saying
got a
baby.
goddamn
I'm not
baby.
saying a baby as in a sense of Sarah's, a little ass baby that's still in a fucking stroller and kicking and kicking bassinets. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying she's a child. She's not going to remember this unless her quack of a other grandmother decides that she wants to go and get inside that little girl's head. But I mean, I feel bad because I don't feel. Call me what you want, but I don't feel bad for Rachel. Rachel did this because of her grandmother. She knows her grandmother did horrible things. She helped her grandmother do horrible things. She helped that woman. Let's not sit here and pretend
So
like
hold
this
on.
little woman.
What?
No, wait, let me
No,
finish. She
go
did.
on
Let's
because now
not
you're
pretend.
contradicting yourself a little bit from a couple minutes ago. But go on.
No, let's not. She's. I know she's not going to remember this, but let's not feel as bad for this little girl. Let's not pretend that she did not help her grandmother kidnap Ava Valley.
Her grandmother manipulated a child into helping her do what she. Her grandmother used her childlike innocence to manipulate her into helping her keep a woman captive. That is what she did.
This is Rachel.
As a matter of fact, and I'm surprised that no, it doesn't matter. I'm surprised that her shooting Elvis Aaron DiMera isn't getting more of your wrath because here's the thing: it might have been an accident, but it was an accident that was avoidable for so many reasons. Number one, why are you touching guns in the house? What are you
Mhm.
doing touching the gun?
And
You know?
she seen her mother do it.
Right. So, but you're thinking it's a toy. Like you're not getting the severity of what you
Mhm.
did. And so that has consequences.
Hmm.
She wasn't manipulated in that way. She did all of her own volition. Now, yes, she's a child. She doesn't understand the ramifications of what she did, but that's a consequence still. Like, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Her grandmother manipulating her into helping her keep a woman captive is far different. That was an adult, and
I
the
don't think.
and the older no, here's the thing, and the older adult in that situation should have had more sense than to legitimize this little girl's fantasies about her whacked ass mama and her daddy getting back together. She didn't. She instead helped the little girl. She in turn helped the little girl, quote unquote, parent trap her parents. And when
Mm,
she's just as whacked out as her fucking mother.
okay. I mean, I understand it. I understand where you're coming from. But I wouldn't go so far as to say that Big Rach manipulated her. Because this, think about it. Think about this for 1 second. This is Kristen DiMera's daughter. Whether Sarah raised her, kidnapped her, and raised her for, a year or a couple months, whatever, doesn't matter. She has this woman's whole genetics. And the other Rachel, before this one came in, the other Rachel was diabolical. There was
Mm-hmm.
nothing about that little girl that screamed she was getting manipulated to do anything. Anything she did was she did on her own accord. And if I recall, I believe that it was that Rachel that actually shot EJ.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, that Rachel, and I'm saying this because you can see the difference in between the two little girls that play this role.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that Rachel can't be manipulated. Anything she do or did,
Mm-hmm.
she thought about that first. Whether we want to say it or not, her that Rachel had all her stuff, all her shit was premeditated. She knows exactly what she's
No,
doing.
no. Okay, you cannot make an argument based off of it, the way that the actress is playing it. The way that it doesn't matter. She's a child, and the adult in that situation should not legitimize her lunacy.
Mm,
That's exactly what that woman did.
mm.
So that if she, then the whole reason why they hit it is because they were like, oh well, they're not going to see it that way, but it is that way. That woman should have called her mother, called her daughter, or told her little girl to take your ass back home. Instead, what did she do? She took the little girl's head and guided her to knock that lady out, and then kept her. And then let the little girl go home and willed the bitch out when her mother and her father found her.
Rachel would have knocked Ava Vitale out either
No,
way
she
because
she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't have the strength to knock her out. That's what I mean. She's a child. She's a child. And Big Rach knew how to manipulate that child to doing her bidding. That woman is crazy. And once that little girl came there and was like, this lady is hurting my mother because she's with my daddy, she said, I'm going to help, and used the little girl to do so.
she didn't say that she was hurting her. She didn't want her daddy fucking Ava Vitale. So
Which
she so
which hurt her because she's not saying it, but that's literally you acting out. Like which hurt her because she wants her parents back together. That's how they wrote it. That's how Big Rach played it. When the thing is, you need to tell this little girl to go home, do her homework, and get over the fact that your crazy ass mother's not going to be with your father.
hold on, the white angel. The white angel. But
Not
no,
the white
here's the
angel.
thing. She wasn't gonna do that because at the end of the day, she wanted to do whatever. Big Rach wanted to do whatever she could to get back in her daughter's good graces because she ain't been around for her daughter and Lord knows how long, if ever. The, and the fact that she wherever she was, she let fucking Stefano DiMera uh raise and built that girl into the crazy ass bitch she is today. As Kristen is disgusting. She didn't need to be around that woman.
No, she didn't. Ashley didn't need to be around her.
Was Kirsten crazy enough? She didn't need Dick Rach to help anything out. But so now where we are
Mm-hmm.
is that EJ remembers Rachel shooting him, and he wants Kristen to right this wrong in one sense or another, because now everybody's looking. Even from the beginning, nobody would have said Rachel. Nobody normal with a normal brain would have said Rachel. I'll say that. Because in the beginning, I said Rachel. But then as we were talking about this when this first happened, we said
You were
they are
right
gonna
though.
not they were gonna try to throw us for a loop. And they were gonna turn us into, you know, who shot JR. Let's just put it there. And that's exactly what they did. Here's how I'm gonna tell you how I came up with the thing,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, if you really thought about it, it really wasn't that hard to come up with this.
No.
Kristen and Rachel were furious at that man because he had Big Rage captive, as he should, but he was keeping quiet about it. He wouldn't let nobody know where that woman was, and that made Kristen furious, as well as Rachel. Why? Because that was little Rachel's partner in crime.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't get a chance to carry out anything she wanted to do because Uncle EJ took away her partner in crime. And to be honest, that wasn't even the worst crime, him taking that woman and sending her off somewhere. That was actually the best thing that happened. But because she knew her mother was so upset that she didn't know where her mother was, that was her chance. That was little Rachel's chance to right what they thought was a wrong. So she thought in her mind, I don't, like, of course it was an accident, but she thought in her mind that if she grabbed that gun and waved it around, Uncle EJ would have said where my grandmother is and was going to let her go because he didn't want to get hurt. It was just that easy.
Yeah.
But the way which I'm not mad at all how they kept this going, because it gave us something to do. They they for the longest were writing storylines, Xing them out, forgetting about them, and or just making the outcome a different outcome that didn't match with the situation.
Okay.
This one, they did a hell of a job with this one. The writers that came in and took over Ron's position did a hell of a job for this one.
Yes. They did.
And I mean, it's about the only one so far, but they did a hell of a job for this one. Kudos to them.
And I just read somewhere today. This wasn't even originally their story. They
It
they
wasn't.
they came in on this.
This was Ron's story. This was Ron's end story. And they came in, and to be honest, they came in and they did what they needed to do. Go ahead, Cranberry.
Ron set them up nicely, honey. I know that's right.
He
Thank you,
did.
Ron.
He did. He did. Absolutely, he did. But they did the rest.
They did. They
And
did.
I'm gonna be real. I feel like had it still been in Ron's hands, we would have been disappointed. I'm just
Yeah, yeah,
saying.
yeah, I think
I'm
so. Yeah,
just
you're not
saying
wrong. You're not wrong.
because it would have been some bullshit. I mean, had we had our list of suspects, and for me, it was either Rachel or Ava. Because here's the thing, Ava was acting way too suspicious that night. Like, why did you do all of that if you know you did not shoot that man? Because this is something that's still left in the air about the storyline. Why was she so shaken up if she knows she didn't shoot him? Why'd you get away? Why'd you get rid of that fucking gun if you know you didn't shoot him? Like that's something that didn't make sense to me at all. And it still makes me question what happened when it, because we know she was there, but what
Hmm.
happened? What happened when she was there that made her run it like that, get rid of all that and leave town? Because of course that was her way out because she got fired or whatever.
She was having a
But
nervous breakdown. That's what it was. Cause yeah, that
oh,
don't make no sense
hold
to
on,
me either.
hold on, maybe she's seen Charlie again. Hey, Mike.
He was walking past her in the no, because they film in Atlanta. But
No, I'm not saying he
I was
he was
gonna say
walking
he probably
past
walked
her.
past her in the lot. She said, "Oh no, I got to go."
He was walking past her, saying, "I'm going to the game. I'm going to go be with my black husband." She said, "Oh my God." But no, like it was very suspicious because if you remember how she acted, like she acted guilty, which it wouldn't have been far-fetched if EJ would have remembered and it was her. It wouldn't be far-fetched because of how she acted that night. And I'm trying to think, somebody seen her that night. I can't remember who it was, but somebody seen her and seen how suspicious she acted. Was it Johnny? Somebody's so
Ooh,
the night that all that happened, when she got rid of everything she had, the gun and all that, and left town, somebody seen her that night.
I don't know who the fuck called her that because I forgot. Quite honestly, honestly, until you bring her up, I forgot she was even there during that time.
I can never forget because this was, if you remember, right before all this happened, when we found out through the previews that week before, we were saying they're building up the character list, and she was a top subject because of what EJ did to her. And not even what EJ did to her, because of what Rach did to her, Big Rach did to her, and EJ never said nothing. So he was a suspect because he was a suspect by association in her kidnapping. But Ava's what how I knew it wasn't Ava, Ava's not that petty. Everything that they had gone through back and forth ping pong between EJ and Ava, him not, vouching for her because Big Rach kidnapped her is something very small and very petty.
Right.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
be wouldn't be a Vitaly way. Now, if we were going back to, when he kidnapped his mother and, he, did all that bullshit back then, that would be a different story. But that time's passed, you know what I mean? And we all knew she wasn't in her right mind, even though I don't think that that's really an excuse for it. But that's not something that would have brought that up. That's how I knew. All right, we can X Ava out. But she still was way too suspicious for that, for all that to go down. Um, and that's what led me to Rachel. That she was between her and her mama, they were the ones that had the most ammunition to do something to that man because he kidnapped Big Rachel. So, and I spend so much time on this storyline because it was a great storyline.
It really was,
The
and it's still
trial
not
was
over.
wonderful. It's not over at all because now Kristen confessed, and now she's going to jail, but she's doing it. And I told you earlier today as I was watching today's episode, this part actually really touches me. Stacy is doing a great job. She's always done a wonderful job as
Hmm.
Kristen. I still like her better as Susan,
Susan.
but this right here is her solidifying her part as Kristen DiMera. Because I mean, if we think about first of all, Eileen Davison's Kristen would not be pining over Brady. Davison's Kristen would have never had a child with Brady. And I don't think she would have even, I mean, she wouldn't even been around EJ like that to want to do something like that to him. Her Eileen Davison's Kristen sole focus was to break up John and Marlena because of her
I'm
infatuation.
true, but even the last couple years, Eileen played her. Eileen was in love with Brady.
Really?
Like, or Eileen's Kristen, like,
Elvis.
yeah, like they were going to get married. Like, hold on, you remember like when Tate came back on, like she called him Christopher. She carried him,
Hmm. Yeah,
and she carried him because she wanted to carry Brady's baby.
you're right. I remember her.
So, so she would have been. It just wouldn't have been as zany, as crazy. She wouldn't have been a Power Rangers villain about it.
Not a
But
Power
it
Ranger villain,
just,
Dave.
so Rachel might still be here,
Hold
but
on.
like, you know,
Hold on. You said Power Ranger, go, go, Kristen Ranger. So,
so I mean, it's still, but it just would have been more. It would have been more. Actually, no, I don't even think Eileen's Kristen would have even had a baby.
nope. That
No,
I would say now that woman's too old to have a child.
that
Stacy,
woman looks too old to pretend like she's having children. The
yeah.
last time she pretended like she had a child, she was even still too old, and that was in 2008.
Uh, now Stacy can pass it, but
Stacy can.
Eileen's like 60 something years old. If Eileen today would have still been on days, I'd have been like, you know what? Nope, I can't do it. I'm turning it off because there's no way you're gonna have 60-year-old Eileen Davison carrying a child for 30 something year old Brady Black. Go to sleep. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She wouldn't even made it through the first trimester.
Rachel. But for once, I'm actually liking Stacy's Kristen. Like, I feel for her.
Yes.
For once,
I
she didn't do
yes.
anything wrong. She didn't been jailed. Hold on,
Yes.
we sure she ain't a black woman underneath it.
And she might be. You never
Cause she
know.
go to jail more than any white person in this town do.
She sure do.
Jesus.
She might be. Hold on. She's Stefano's black child of the black
Uh,
child.
I'm about to say, cause don't leave out Lexi in that equation.
Mm-mm. Of the black
How ass
child.
Lexi.
Yeah. May she rest in peace too in hell.
Oh, oh, Mom. Speaking of in hell, why are you why are you questioning why Gwen is really here? Is this a joke or are you really curious?
No, I'm really curious because all right, what like why like I don't understand why she really came back to Salem. You left to chase after your gay ass husband's money, which you have. You are rich as fuck. Why are you in the town that nobody likes you in, living in the DiMera mansion? Why? You a couple years ago when you first came in, you were that year's town pariah. Nobody in that town even likes you. Still, till this day. Julie, Julie wished death upon you. Leo's probably the only one, and not even anymore, that wanted some sort of relationship with that woman because he felt bad for fucking her gay ass husband. Why are you here? Nobody likes you. You're really that bored with your life that you had to come back and try to destroy the people's lives that you've already destroyed before. Why? It just doesn't make sense. I feel like she's there for another reason. She was gone all that time. She was chasing after the one emotional fortune. She got her gay ass husband's money. He ran off with his, prison lover. Why come back to Salem? That's a legitimate question that I'm not trying to be funny.
Well, she apparently EJ's gonna use her to his whim, so we gotta wait to see how that unfolds. So I'm just waiting because right now she's just her purpose is to go around sniping at Nate for stealing her husband that neither of them have. Um
Neither
um
of them. Hold on.
um
First of all, her what? Her gay
her
ass husband.
husband,
Say it right. Her gay
her
ass
gay
husband.
ass husband.
And he ain't worried
Then he
about
does
neither
that.
one of them bitches.
Right, but low key, she's jealous of the fact that he's moved on and he's gotten like a sort of happy, like he has a family.
Yeah, oh
They
yeah, she's
bond,
jealous as fuck.
right? They bonded over the fact that they didn't really that well when Gwen didn't know her dad. Like they just didn't have good relations with their families, and
Hmm.
now Leo has a family, and granted he's staying with people that don't like him. They're tolerating him because he's with their
You know
cousin.
what? And it's not even at the beginning they despised him, but he is starting to grow on them. You see Gabby starting to change her spots around Leo, and Rufus is indifferent because I mean he doesn't really. I don't think that he ever has a real problem with anybody. He just feeds off of what everybody else around him goes off of. So, because if you remember, Leah went to Rufus and asked him to help him find something. I can't even remember what that was. So, I mean, if I dislike somebody, private investigator or not, I'm not going to help you do shit.
Right, right, exactly.
So, he's growing on a lot of people and he's changed. And you know what? I can't say that I'm too mad at how they are portraying Leah right now. It's a different side, but it's not a
It's
terrible
growth.
side. Yeah.
It's growth.
People just everybody in that town just still hates Gwen. One,
Yeah.
you
She hasn't made
tormented your
amends for what
sister.
she did.
And
And she
she's
hasn't
never
been
going to.
she's never going to because she hold on. Gwen is a walking talking jealousy board. She's jealous of her sister because her sister
Her
is
dead
the
sister.
daughter her dead sister is the daughter that her father chose. He didn't even know you fucking existed, dum dum. She's jealous of Sarah because Sarah got a man that she wants.
Sarah got
She's
hold on
jealous
no,
of
Sarah got her man.
she's jealous of Leo because he stole her man and then gets to have a great life after betraying her like that. Like Gwen, Gwen needs some dick and Gwen needs to heal
Yes.
because
Most
I thought her
importantly,
going
Gwen
off
just
being
needs some dick.
she needs to heal most
She
importantly.
needs some no, she
I
needs
thought
some
her
dick.
going I thought her going off and getting her gay husband's fortune would have been enough, but she's still not happy.
That's what I'm saying. I going off, getting that man's fortune, being a rich bitch would have healed me, baby, and I would have never returned to Salem.
If I returned to say I would return with a different attitude. I would have returned having a new zest for life. She's still a bitch on his, but now it's like you can tell that she's hurt. It's like, girl, let that shit go.
Please,
Let that shit go.
please,
Yes, he fucked your man.
because
Guess what? The nigga went to jail and left him for another nigga. You both done
exactly,
got him.
exactly. Neither one of y'all got that gay ass nigga, and he ain't
No,
worried about neither one of y'all.
no. He's off with Butch somewhere.
Not Butch, not Butch.
Or Harold, whatever the fuck the man's name is.
I don't even remember what he's. It could be
Did he even
Julio.
have a name?
It could be Julio. We'll call him Julio.
Yo, this is Julio. Hold on. Did he even have a name?
And I don't think
Okay,
I
no. He ran off with Julio. Okay, he ran off with Julio. And so like, girl, like, get up.
hold on. That letter was like the voicemail. This is Julio. I'm cool off you. Don't call me though.
It was, and Leah was so, because she said, Batch, I broke up my friendship over y'all. And you gonna leave me for a jailhouse faggot? Oh.
Hold on, at least Dimitri ain't called him a couple days later saying, "Yeah, babe, I'm sorry about it." Oh, oh,
Oh my god. Oh
oh
my god.
man. Just listen. Yeah, you whack ass bitch. Oh no. But yeah, she's still salty. And it's like for real, girl, let it go. Cause we've all moved on. And you came back
Yeah.
to what? You came back to rubbing in everybody's face that you're rich. You're rich and you're still homeless. You're living in the fucking DiMera mansion.
Right. You can't be that rich if you can't afford your own place, baby.
Well, here's the thing. Ain't nobody gonna rent no apartment to her because don't nobody like her. You know why? Because she
My,
tormented dead ass Abigail.
baby, look. Leslie over on Fairmount Crest told me to tell you, I slept with one of the husbands of the premier daughters of this town, and they gave me a house next door to the people of the daughter who stole my man because
Mm,
money talks.
uh,
Money talks. She ain't got it like that, baby. She a broke
uh-uh.
bitch, really.
Mm-hmm. She a broke bitch and Salem ain't got enough houses because all the extras got the houses. All them extras you see in the square. All of the niggas on Days of Our Lives got the houses before she did. Praise be, sis. I love that for
Praise them.
them.
Praise them.
I love that for them. But I no, like I genuinely want to know, like, because I just there I know there it's more than that. And you reminded me of I believe it was the fall preview. She is there for another reason, and it's not just to throw in everybody's face that she has the von Lushner fortune. EJ is using her for something.
Probably with Xander.
Yep. But it's not to get the company back because EJ don't give a fuck about that company no more.
You sure? He
My
ain't
thing
talking to
is,
his son now.
my thing is, if he does
Again.
give a fuck about that company, Tony wanted to get that company back. Why not work with your brother, the smartest America that's there? Why not work with him to get that company back? Why would y'all not put y'all heads together to get that company back for your brother?
This is the marriage, honey. When do they ever work together?
Touche.
But
You know, go,
sorry,
go.
speaking of promos,
Mm,
what else has come down the pike is the teen love triangle.
yes, which is what I am. You know, minus um the trial that who shot EJ the mayor
Hmm.
is this is my second favorite storyline. I really don't give a flying fuck, because this is why I didn't put this in there about Sarah and Xander anymore. Because at the end of the day, Sarah needs to hop on Xander. They need to fuck, maybe make another baby, and get on with their lives.
Please, because we know
Because
that's where it's ending up at.
I'm
I'm
tired of
tired
it.
too.
Gwen, Gwen tried to throw it up in that woman's face that, oh, I was gonna hey, and that was the thing. I was gonna have a night with your husband because he was in my hotel room. But baby, he was in your hotel room and still left you and didn't touch you.
Left you dry left you with a dry puss.
Baby. And you're mad at me and you think you're gonna throw that up in my face? Girl, he still want me. He don't want you.
He chose me.
Mm,
He ain't choose
yes.
you.
Yes. What's the end of that part? Na, 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 boo, boo. I fuck him
Mm-hmm.
more than you do.
Yeah.
Yes, and she's still mad about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but yeah, seriously, they really need to get over this because this is so stupid.
What
The
are you
fact that
talking about?
this whole Xander and Sarah thing.
Okay, girl, we talking about the teens.
But I'm saying that's why I didn't put them on there because I'm over it. I don't
Okay,
want
what else did you put on there? 'Cause you didn't put a lot of things else on there.
to. The Titan DiMera thing because
Oh, I don't care about that either.
I really don't give a fuck
You know, you didn't put on there that we ain't got to talk about. It, I just want to mention it briefly. Stephanie's buck.
because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
We give a
fuck
fuck
about
about
that book.
we give a fuck about these college students in the little love triangle.
Oh, yes, I do because yes, this is the one thing that lacks in all of these soaps that we talk about is teen drama. We don't have it. We don't see it. Days of Our Lives brings that out, and I love it because this is the next generation. We are not all sitting here worried about these old ass people and their bullshit. We have the young, fresh generation that's going to grow up to have more drama, and we get to see their drama unfold. Yes, this is what I care about, and because Sophia, baby, that Asian, that bitch really ain't shit. First of all, you lied about having your baby. She had that fucking baby in her room by herself while her parents and siblings were at lunch. Side, why do we not see her father? We don't see Sophia's father. We don't see Sophia's siblings. All we see is her whacked out mama, her whacked out Christian mama at that, that tried to force that grown ass woman now, because she's 18, to keep that child. Where's her daddy? Better yet, where's her brother and sister, or her brother, especially the one that she says that little Tesoro looks like? Why do we not see these people? There's enough Asians in the world that y'all can bring into the show to make some money to be this woman's siblings. Don't tell me y'all are that pressed for cash. Ain't no fucking way. Budget cuts my ass. But she had this baby. Then she found a fake baby mom, which I'm gonna forever say this as long as this storyline is on. Melinda Trask needs to go to jail. She needs to never be around children. She needs to lose her law license. She needs to be in jail right next to Kristen DiMera. Because here's the thing, at least Kristen didn't do shit. At least Melinda Trask, if she goes to fucking Statesville, will be for a good ass reason. Because she is a habitual baby neighbor. She's always involved in somebody's baby storyline.
You have my attention. What's on your mind? Was this just a long, build-up to nothing? Are you gonna shatter my dreams?
Oh my God. Sweet Valley High. Let's go. Michael Baldwin, give me that pussy. My titties, Cane. I'm bald. I'm a whore. I'm sexy, but I'm getting cheated on. I've been on this show way too long. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I should be on all days of our lives. I'm a bitch. The Young and the Restless.
Do it.
Do, 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 do. Wait, why am I doing this? Y and R4?
Yes.
No, just go and talk about. I don't want to do that goddamn theme song, honey.
That was the trademark when we did Y&R. Damn. Anyway, I just messed that all up. Y&R is what we're doing now. Um, hold on, let me get my shit together. Okay, yeah, let's. No, you know what? I want to talk about Audra first. Whole
Okay,
ass Audra is what I want to talk about right now. Because this bitch, first of all, she's the dumbest bitch in the world. She's dumb, David.
right.
Let me tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because she keeps letting Victor trap her into shit. That man has played her more times than he has played anybody on that show. He's played her more times than Nikki has picked up a fucking vodka bottle, David. And she deserves it. At this point, she fucking deserves it. I'm tired of her. So let's give that backstory real quick. Okay, when they were in Nice, even a little bit before then, Audra's sole purpose was to start bullshit Tay is what I'm calling it. That the company that was never going to get off the ground, but Victor was going to fund it, quote unquote, if if she got Cal and Claire to break up by seducing Cal. So they go to Nice and Cal actually uses his smarticles that he has because he's a fucking abbot to realize that this was all a ploy. It wasn't that they still had that spark between them. It was the fact that Victor's trying to ruin his relationship with with Victor's granddaughter. And she failed miserably. They got back to good old Genoa City, and Victor sat in his shitty chair and said, "The deal is off. You failed, and you will not get any help with me. Barante will not have a home." And then hold on, and then you know what else? This is why Victor really ain't shit. You know what else he told that woman? He said, Bitch, pay me back my money that I gave you because you didn't do shit. You better pay me back my money. Victor ain't shit." And now there's still the tension between Audra and Kyle because Kyle was smart enough to figure it out, stop all that shit before it happened, and he half told Claire what happened. Claire knows that Audra was trying to break them up. Claire also knows that her granddaughter or her grandfather was funding this company for Audra, and that was the goal. Fund your company, you break up my granddaughter and that epic bullet. Which you know what? I commend Claire because if this was the Claire that came on the scene when Jordan was there, Victor would be dead.
I don't
Hey,
think he would be dead.
come on, Vic. Him and his whole family almost died by the hands of Claire. You don't think she would have finished the job?
Well, she wants to be accepted by the family. So I
And
mean,
she's accepted by the family. She wants to be accepted by Victor. She wants her union with Kyle to be accepted by Victor, knowing good and well Victor has a problem with that man's daddy because he didn't kill himself trying to save trying to save Nikki when she was a drunken whore again. But the point being, with all this, she knows who her grandfather really is. After everybody's been telling her this for months. Your grandfather's gonna have his own opinion. Your grandfather's never going to accept this. Your grandfather's gonna do whatever he can to make sure that this does not go through. And she's like, I can change him. I can do this. She sounds like one of them whack ass bitches trying to change a nigga that if there's a whore that cheats around everywhere. I can change him. No, you can't, girl. You shitty Victor's 80 something years old, sitting in that chair, shitting his life away, still mad at a man that saved his wife from becoming the alcoholic that we all know she is by using drastic measures that almost killed him, almost being the key word.
you
They
know
can't
what?
change him.
No, 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 no. I mean, yes, that is it. But let's tell the real reason why Victor hates Jack still to
Because
this day.
Jack looked better than him.
And really, it ain't even about Jack. This is. Let me tell you how this Audra storyline and everything that's currently on screen right now is at the hands of Eric Braeden.
Not Victor Newman, Eric Braden. Keep it thick. Go ahead.
So, this his whole storyline was always stupid to me because why in the world is Victor having her go and sleep with his granddaughter's boyfriend, who he didn't have an issue with him being married to the other granddaughter, but you have an issue with him dating this one, and your reason is because Claire isn't like Claire, but basically Claire isn't as mature as Summer, and he doesn't want her to get hurt by Kyle and blah blah this and blah blah that.
Because
And-
Kyle's an addict.
right, but it's like you didn't care when your other granddaughter like chased him for years,
Mm.
like till she married him, and so for me that just was stupid right there to me too. And then it's like, so you have Audra trying to sleep with this young man, and if she doesn't, you take a company away from her. So really, you're whoring her out
Oh.
just to get back
This is
your
a pimp.
yeah,
He always
just to
been a
get
pimp.
back at your 30-year arch nemesis who you keep besting because for some reason they can't write Eric Braeden's Victor as a loser on this show. It's always Jack. It's always people connected to Jack.
Mhm.
So it's like this would have been a better story had I don't know, maybe had she fucked Victor. But Eric Braeden is 83 years old. Eric Braeden has had a lot of health issues over the past few years. And Nikki is too old to be slapping bitches for fucking her man. She
And
is
if
content.
Audra would have fucked Victor would have had a heart attack.
Yeah, at this point, if this was 20 years ago, or maybe even I would even give it 10, 15 years ago. Maybe. But like the word on the curb is that Eric Braeden has carte blanche when it comes to storylines for Victor. He walked up in her office and said, "Let me tell you, that Zuleika Silva, I want to have sex with her." They said, "Excuse me, Eric, I want Victor to have sex with Audra. It'll be hot." and it shows that Victor still got it. And they're like, Eric, girl. They say, Eric, we'll have a compromise with you, but that young girl's old enough to be your granddaughter.
He
Stop
said, I
it.
don't give a
Sit
damn.
down. He said, I do not give a damn. And they said, Eric, we're not going to do this. What we'll do is we will have the bones or the we will make her whoring be at your behest. So yeah, we're gonna have her sleep with someone else. We're gonna have her, trail back over to Kyle. He's dating your granddaughter on the show, and we're gonna have her try to sleep with him.
He said, "Fuck you."
Eric, get better, baby. Yes, you will, because she's not gonna do it, and you get to take the company away from her.
Oh, I get to sleep. I get to shut Zuleika Silver down again for the second time.
No, you're not sleeping with anybody who is old enough to be your granddaughter. Go and sit down, Eric. You're on your feet too long.
Fuck you.
And he waltzes away. But this is all because he walked in that writer's room and said he wanted to fuck Audra. And they told his ass no. Because this is stupid. It's like... It's like... It's like... I mean, but here's the thing, though, too. I would have taken this if this were Jack. Because first of all, Jack is forever a hoe. He's always marrying hoes, okay? Diane's a hoe. But the two hoes that get along. Give them a storyline. Give them a storyline. Have her cozy up to Jack and fuck Jack. But no. No, we can't do that.
Yeah,
we can't do that because Jack has to be reformed.
Peter Bergman was like, no, Audra, I don't think I've ever had black pussy before. And I love my wife. I love Diane. And after I seen the damage you put on my son, I don't think I want anything to do with your black magic.
But hold on, let's back this up too, right? Because again, this show is called The Young and the Restless. And they don't write storylines for the young and the restless on this show.
They write storylines for the restless, not for the young. Because Victor's restless.
Because he's old. But and then it's like all the storylines always lead back to Victor. Mm-hmm. This whole Adam being a gossip columnist, Victor's doing.
Because he tried to get the approval of his daddy.
Now, Cane is back in town and trying to go up against him because this is where Victor Newman shines. So hold on. This is their caveat. We'll bring in a new business rival for you. How does that sound? He said, okay, make it interesting. He ran into Billy Flynn outside of the studio. He said, Luke, you come on this show, you have a chance to play a storyline of a lifetime over at the #1 soap opera in daytime television. Mm-hmm. Eric Brain, sit the fuck down, honey. Because don't nobody believe that 25-year-old Billy Flynn is 50-something-year-old Cane Ashby.
First of
Stop
all,
it.
Billy's 40.
He looked 25.
You know what? I love that for my daddy, but Billy's 40. Billy's 40, baby.
He's too young to be playing that role. Everybody's like, oh my, hold on, here goes Willie today. I don't recognize his new Cane. Yeah, girl, because he's fucking 20 years younger than the original Cane.
Hold on, here's the thing. This is how I know Billy and our friend have not only the same birthday, but the same birth year. Billy is 40, baby.
Who's our friend? C will be 40 next year.
Won't she's 40 now.
Really? She was born in 85?
Yes.
I don't think she was born in 86. Sorry. Any hoops. I don't care. That man looks 20 years younger than the original Cane, which means he looks about Crystal Khalil's age.
Good. You can fuck somebody that don't look like her daddy.
but that's who Cane is. Cane is the couple. Cane is a decade older than that girl.
Kane was her white
When
daddy.
they got together, she was 19 and he was 31. And I make a point to say that because Cane came back playing. First of all, he came back conning Jill into thinking that he was her dead son, Philip Chancellor Sr. But actually, it was a storyline where they had Catherine suddenly remember that she sold her son. She sold her actual. Sorry, Cane was originally Jill's son, but she sold Cane to some Australian lady. And Cane grew up in Australia when he's the rightful heir to the Chancellor of Fortune. Now, the problem with that is they rapidly aged Philip in 87. So, by the time it reached 1990, Philip was already in his 30s. And you're bringing this 30-year-old man to play Philip Chancellor III because he was actually born on screen in 1977. Be that as it may, we will continue. So already they fucked up there, okay? Then a couple years later, they figure out that he's not Jill's son. Catherine didn't sell him on the black market. That was somebody different. And Jill's actual son has been alive all this time. He's just been a scary ass fairy off in Australia that helped Cane pull the dupe over his mother and Catherine. So Cane has been a character whose age has always been a mystery. It's always been aloof because he came in playing a character who was supposed to be 20 years older by the time he came back to town, only to be recasted with someone who's 20 years younger than he's actually supposed to look. I'm tired of everybody's calling the obvious. We know this isn't Cane. This is Sane. Okay? We know this is not Cane. This is Sane. No. Billy Flynn does not need to be on this show. And I can't believe he listened to whoever he spoke to about leaving his bread and butter, leaving home to come over here and play a character with an already shaky established history. And they keep they keep writing the obvious. I don't recognize this Cane because it's not Cane, baby. Of course you don't recognize him, girl. He's 20 years younger.
And it's not, what gets me about this? It's how he his dialogue for it. It's all forced. This is not it's not how, Billy would portray a character. And like his actions and his motions, it's not him. Because, you see him on days and he's more full of life. You can understand the stuff that comes out of his mouth. He doesn't seem angry. He's not emotionless. Like, they have him on Young and Restless, and he's like, I did this for you. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to give up everything? Like, he's so monotone. And he's stale. Like, this whole storyline, like his whole character they gave him being Cane, they had him as a stale character. And it's not who Billy is. That is probably the biggest reason why I hate him being on this show. I've tried to give it a chance. I had to hype it up. My man's about to come on Young and Restless, this and the third. Because my co-host knows I love Billy Flynn.
You're reminding me that you do, yes.
I tell you every time I see him on Days of Our Lives. I think he is gorgeous. I think his character and his chat on Days of Our Lives it's wonderful. And I think that Connor Floyd's gonna fuck that up. I don't care what you say.
I don't know. No. Here's the thing, right? You're probably going to be impressed with Connor Floyd because he's actually on a show where he'll actually be on a show where the writing doesn't suck. You want to know why we're also not liking Billy's portrayal? It's because the writing sucks. The storyline sucks. The storyline makes no sense. You cannot bring somebody I mean, they do this on soaps all the time. But it's just so jarring here because again, they made Kane's age, and he was so much older than really a central part of their storyline, right? And so
Hmm.
and so you have someone who is 10 to 15 years younger than Daniel Goddard playing a role that should be played by somebody that's close to Daniel Goddard's age because of the character's history. It's jarring, right? But the writers of the show don't know the history of the character. They just know that. I mean, they quite honestly, he wasn't even supposed to originally be Kane. They decided that at the last minute,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, he
suddenly
was
you
supposed to have a
bring this
different.
right, and then suddenly, and then on top of that, Kane wasn't like he like Kane was never a business tycoon. Kane was a man from humble beginnings. Kane was a man who, outside of being a stinking liar, earned his money in a very honest way, especially when he got with Lily. Right? So to have him turn into this business tycoon and then be played by somebody who is 20 years younger than him, acting on character history from almost 20 fucking years ago is insane. Billy Flynn is not connected to this material. He can't really sink his teeth into it. You want to know why you like him so much as Chandler? Because he can sink his teeth into Chad. He always could. That's why he worked so well as a Chad recast. Also, the writing helped. This just seemed like, again, they didn't know who he was supposed to be, so he's playing this mysterious business tycoon, but he doesn't know who he's going to be, and they decided at the last minute he was going to be Kane. So now he has to sink his teeth into playing Kane, and he cannot do it.
I feel like they should have played. This should have went out differently. Kane shouldn't have been Aristotle Demar. Aristotle, he should have still played Aristotle Demar, but he should have he it shouldn't have been Cane Ashby. That this is what like throws everybody over. You, as you said, coming from a man that especially when he got with Willie, earned his money honestly, and he wasn't a business tycoon. He wasn't a shark. He was a humble man. For you to turn around and not and make this character a shark, it's it is jarring and it doesn't make sense. And this is why people dislike this so much because in 6 years you turned this man to you didn't do a 180, you did a 360. You changed you threw out any anything that anybody has known about Kane Ashby, you threw it out. And you just started making up all this new shit. This is why we don't really keep saying she doesn't know who he is, not just because, he's 25 years younger than Daniel Crawford, or he looks like it because he's probably really not. Um, that's because they basically changed the whole dynamic of who the character was. And it's
Yeah,
it's it's bullshit.
yeah,
And you're right. And I don't disagree with you about they need a writer change
they do. They need somebody
because
that understands the history of Kane.
this is why we had stopped watching this for so long. When I would see the only reason why I got back into it was because I seen the whole Phyllis and Sharon thing. So it intrigued me a little. And they even fucked that up. So it is. It's very I'm trying to find the word. It's another word besides jarring because we can't keep using that, but that's what it is, and
It
it
it takes you out of the storyline,
yeah, it turns
and
us
it's not
off.
supposed to.
exactly. It turns us off from one of the greatest soaps in, soap history. And we can say that because that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Keyword was, this was the stories that, our this was the main story our grandmothers and probably their mothers, and because it's been on for so long. This is the story that everybody watched, and everybody kind of,
Mm-hmm.
because of, the dynamic and how the story was written
It was
then.
such great storytelling.
It was wonderful storytelling. I remember being younger and watching this shit, and seeing, the original Victoria, because she was who I liked the most. You know, um, she's growing on me right now. She's growing on me,
Who
but
is
I, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank and not remember her real
Amelia
name.
Hindley?
Lucci, yes, there you go, Lucci. I'm gonna
Bucci.
call her, and because there's Victoria and there's Lucci. I mean, like, Amelia's grown on me, but she'll never ever be, never. You watch certain things, you watch a storyline with Bucci in it and how it played out, and you can always in the back of your mind say Heather Tom would never, he
Yeah,
fucking never.
they write to Amelia Hindley's strengths, and Amelia Hindley portrays Victoria as very wimpy and wishy-washy. Whereas Heather Tom, which I wasn't watching Heather Tom was playing her, Heather Tom had a
God,
grit to her.
oh,
Heather Tom had a grit to her
at a
when
young
it
age,
came
she
to
gave me
Victoria.
chills,
Yeah, so
because
like
she
I
was
can't
so unpredictable.
right, like I can't really imagine Amelia Hindley being younger and saying the things Heather Tom said to
Mm,
Nikki and being like,
baby.
right, you like this little skinny bitch better shut the fuck up right now because like Victoria, shut up. They
Yeah,
they
and that.
always play her up to be like a much bigger deal than what she is in, and like
Mhm.
I guess Victoria is as a character, but as far as like how she's being portrayed, like she's
No.
very wimpy. But again, I blame the writing for that because
Mhm.
even when I first started
Because
watching, I mean,
Victor wouldn't even be this bad right now. Heather, Heather Tom being here and had found Claire and
this
her
should not have
daddy
been.
and her dad and Heather Tom's daddy is sitting here dictating her granddaughter's life.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's like what she be like, Daddy? Excuse me. This
Daddy.
you're gonna sit there and sound like a little wimpy princess because your father is dictating what your child who came out of your kitty, a child you thought died, can do with her. No, this should not have been Claire. Claire's introduction should not have been storylines for Nikki and Victor. I'm
No.
sorry,
And it's not
should not
even
have
really
been.
for Nikki.
Nikki, no, no,
Nikki,
no,
look.
drinking. That's what I'm saying. She came in being she came in being Nikki's assistant. Why
Okay.
wasn't she Victoria's assistant?
I understand.
Why didn't Cole return months ago?
I
Right?
understand. I
No,
think they
they
hold on. I think they gave her to be Nikki's assistant. This wasn't about Claire. This was about Jordan and her sister. So when she came in, it was basically the dynamic that she was getting revenge for her auntie and her auntie sister, her two aunties. He was getting revenge for them. So that's why she was Nikki's assistant and not her mama's. It wasn't about that when Claire came on the scene, it was not about Victoria.
Mhm.
It was about Jordan's crazy ass sister's vendetta against Nikki because Nikki got shitty Vicky. That's what that was about.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like I get that, but it just seemed misplaced to have her introduction be about Nikki falling off the wagon. And then when she gets acclimated to the family, suddenly Victor disapproves of who she's dating. She has a father. This should have been
Hold on.
Cole's
And the words of
storyline.
E.J. DiMera, not anymore.
Oh yeah, that pissed me off too. But
Yeah.
this should have been Cole. Now, if Cole vented to this about Victor and he agreed and Victor used it to his advantage, cool, I could take that. But the person with the loudest voice in this storyline should not have been Victor.
And that
The
could have been on
the
the podcast. I'm just saying. That just ran in my brain. Your dislike for them killing fucking Cole could have been on that whole one
yeah,
that we
yeah,
made.
because it's just so silly. And I won't make this long, but it's just so silly. It's like her father should be the one that disagrees, because to me, you didn't raise your daughter,
I mean,
and
but he did tell
you would
her,
feel overprotective of her.
but he
So
did tell Victor
I
off.
get that. Right, but he told Victor off about that wasn't good enough though. He needed to be the one that had this issue. And now, if he wanted to bring Victor along because then Victor used it to his advantage, again, cool. But this should have been Cole's storyline. So then when they killed him off, it like again, he wasn't even on screen all that much. And then when he comes back just to die.
It's
Like
disgusting.
nothing has made sense on the Young and the Restless for the past like year or two. So I'm gonna need them to change shit up, because quite honestly, when we get to the end of the end
End of the year.
podcast,
There you go.
this might be on my list for worst, because I remember this was on mine last year, right? If I'm not mistaken.
What? The Jordan thing?
No,
Or
just the show. Period. The show overall.
I
The
think
show
yeah.
overall sucks. The show overall just sucks. They are dropping the ball, not dropping the ball. They're slowly giving us Nick and Sharon, and we've been asking for that for like at least 2 years on this fucking
Yeah.
podcast. But they're finally giving
Ridiculous.
it to us. Thank goodness. You got Phyllis being a brown noser. Now she gonna read up on AI for dummies because Kane asked her to.
And the
Kane and Phyllis
fucking
never even fucked with each other. Like, right? And it's like, y'all. Hold on, that's another thing. Y'all do business in every but boardrooms. For you all to have
hold on.
companies and be CEOs, you don't be in your boardrooms.
Sorry, what were you just saying about Phyllis? Who never liked Phyllis?
Kane and Phyllis never liked
Yeah,
each other.
and yeah, that's because Daniel Godfrey was playing that bitch. Phyllis wants to fuck Phyllis Flynn, baby. You thought you was gonna put that in there and I wasn't gonna say nothing?
Oh Lord,
Phyllis,
yes, yes.
Phyllis wants to fuck that baby. I don't blame her. Go ahead, Michelle.
But like,
Miss Stafford. Just saying.
that's all. This show is just
She
a.
said, "Did you bring me in just to toy with me?" And I said, "Go ahead." She wants to fuck that
She
man.
said, "Are you trying to destroy my dreams, sweet Valley fucking high?"
She she wants to fuck that man.
I'm like, please stop this. So it's like, but like you,
And I ain't
let's,
mad from the day she seen that nigga and niece in the motherfucking maid. She said, "I'll never do that to you." Go ahead, fuck hell. And she wants to fuck that man. She said, "I'll do anything for you, Ken."
oh Lord.
They told her Billy Phil was coming on the show. She said, "Now's my chance." She wants to fuck me. And again, I am not mad at her. Not mad at her.
I got it. You know they say when one door closes,
Another one open.
everything's all right in Connor's world.
Here comes Jason Morgan.
I'll be back, General Hospital. I don't know where I am, but I'll be back.
And we just standing up. Yeah!
Oh my God! Steve Burns returned to General Hospital, which means he's leaving fucking days of our lives. I love it. I don't.
Right.
Wait. Does it mean that, or does it mean he's doing double duty? Because he can end up being like Wally. Wait a
Oh
minute.
my
Let's wait.
god.
Let's not speak too soon.
Yeah.
Is it
And we ain't
confirmed
think
he's
and we
leaving Days
ain't
of Our
think about
Lives?
it.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is it confirmed? Wait. When did it happen? When we said bye? We don't even know if he's leaving the show. We're not doing that. He's leaving the show.
No, we're gonna get reported for fake news.
Is it confirmed? I gotta swear I read something.
Laura.
No.
No, you can't. No, how dare you?
Laura.
How dare you? How dare you? That's the best part of this show, 4 and how dare you not do
No,
it?
it ain't. Girl, get out of here. That fucking
When
whack
we
ass
when
storyline.
we get to sit there and see who's on today and we get to tell them about themselves, yes, I'm a whore.
Well, never mind. Continue.
Mega Hospital is where we're at. I gotta go ahead. Oops. Oops.
Mega fucking hospital. We are over this Brit story.
Please. I never even actually read your notes as you were writing because as you were writing, I was writing. Yeah. I don't care. I will say I did watch the interaction with her and Jason when, he first, got in and I watched it. And she's so disgusted. She said, "You married Carly."
I
Oh,
mean,
sweet, back to
to
Carly.
Carly. I'd be
Yeah.
upset too, though.
If you want to be important, bitch, take your ass back on the fucking Days of Our Lives and go find your fucking nephew. How about that?
She was important on here. Now, I didn't like her on here.
She was very important on here. But I'm just
More
saying.
important over here than on fucking Days of Our Lives. I mean, that day you took on was like, what if you ain't telling me Orpheus be fucking niggas? I said, what are you talking about? His daughter.
Well, she got a nice tan.
Ain't she have black? I said, girl, that's a white woman.
When she was over there, she had a nice tan. She looked a little.
I know
She just
she
looked a
did.
little
I
pale.
said, she's a white woman. You gonna say she was darker than Portia, girl?
She
no,
was
she
darker.
wasn't.
Yes, she was. She was darker than Portia. Portia looks like a
Okay.
ghost. Portia, if you put Portia up
Ghost of
against
Whitney's past.
if you put Portia up against Candy's walls right now, you better quit fucking playing with me. Portia looks like a white woman, and I know that ain't Whitney, bitch. I know that ain't Whitney. You gonna tell
hate
me,
you so much.
but fucking Britt's ass when she was on Days of Her Life, she had a nice little tan, and yeah, it fooled the fuck out of me. It was a tan. She was outside a lot. That bitch, that hoe was outside because she may have been a shade or two lighter than me, but that bitch was dark. She was darker than Portia. I remember the day I see that bitch come on her, I said, David, who the fuck is that? Because that ain't Whitney. Stop playing with me. Whitney's a shade or two darker than me, and it's still not dark.
You have said that.
You go look at Passions. She didn't look like that. That ain't Whitney.
Well,
that ain't Whitney, David. She had a brown
we
daddy.
haven't seen her. Where's she been?
I hope she's getting her tan and then she's going to come back and not look like the pasty wall.
She's not. She's probably preparing to fuck her husband.
I hope.
Her sexy
I hope and pray she come back to look like a partial black woman because she didn't look like it on fucking from the last couple times from the last year or two, however long we've been on and off watching this, that I've seen her. That looks like a white woman. I'm telling you, David, I'm gonna take a picture. The next time she's on the screen, I'm gonna take a picture and I'll put her up between these fucking walls.
And why she be darker than the wall? Anywho.
Anyway.
You have anything to say about Jason wearing his nice little cream colored suits?
He's cute. Miss Morgan, yes.
I have a question.
What?
The playlist I sent you, how far did you get into it?
That I slept all day today. I gotta listen
Okay, so
to it.
not that far. Never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind. But
I know you want to do this, and yeah, well, I'm not at least have it in my ear. But I know you're gonna want me to watch it too, so I have to find a time where I can sit down and just
it
actually
took it
watch
took
it.
it took me a couple days, but
I
there's
understand
just
it
certain
took you a
things I
couple
wanted you
days.
to see.
Think about me and my
I know
late
you have
night
a baby.
job
You have a
and a
baby.
baby.
Yes.
Because I could just watch it when I'm at work if I isolate myself in the office, but I need to go swim. So,
It's okay. Take your time. But
taking the time past.
we're over this Brit story. You see, we're talking about other things
Yeah,
besides it.
yeah.
Um
Please get that woman off my screen.
yeah, please get her mother off of our screens. Because she's nan
Lord.
grandmother to that goddamn child.
You
Um
said something to me about, and I didn't watch that day because I didn't give a fuck. You said something to me about. You said something to me about Lulu apologizing to her or something like that.
oh yeah, that pissed me off so bad.
And as soon as you said that, I knew I wasn't watching that today.
You said, oh yeah, I'm not watching that bullshit.
The end of last week was the most I've
It was
watched in the
Thursday.
last two
It was
weeks.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday I didn't watch, but I watched Friday. I watched Friday. I've been watching most of it except that day. That day you told me that that woman apologized to that other bitch whose daughter is not only to trying real hard not to fuck her cousin's husband, but
Whose
as
cousin's husband?
Charlie
Who?
fucking uh Lulu.
I'm not trying to fuck her cousin's husband. Okay, girl, go on.
Yeah, welcome back. Glad you finally realized what I was talking about.
I
Anyway,
still don't know what you're talking about, but
she
go on.
Britt is not only trying to fuck her cousin's husband.
Who is her cousin? Carly's her cousin?
Is that not Lulu's cousin?
Oh, girl. Go on.
But
Yeah. She stole her baby and she's trying to take her
yeah.
cousin's man, Jason. Okay, that's where you're
And
getting
you're
at. Sorry.
apologizing to this. Yeah, and welcome back, David. And you're apologizing to this bitch's mother. That is sweet. I don't want to see that. And I didn't see it. And I'll never see it. And I don't care how we're talking about this now. No, I need her to get the back the fuck up. You had all that mouth talking to this woman about her being around your son anyway. And now because Maxine put some cream she wasn't supposed to on her face and passed out. Now you got sympathy. You want to apologize to this lady? Mega fucking hospital. Leave me alone.
Of course, because they all care about Maxine. We're all friends.
This white on white crime. I'm done with it.
So, are we also done talking about Jaws and her new boyfriend that she just had sex with? Nasty bitch.
That bland ass soft porn scene.
Yeah,
No, thank
fine.
you.
Get my pussy.
Like
I
really,
miss Dex because sex with Dex hit so much.
yeah. Saskia Dex
with
was
Dex.
even them being on the screen though. It's still like them being actually into it and you seeing them on the screen. Like her and this whack ass white boy. It's not it, girl. It's not. I miss them. I was actually really upset that they fucking killed him off.
Right? I was like, where did this come from?
He was the best thing that happened to Carly's Minion, and I'm just like really mad about it.
Because they gave her
And
something to
she,
do besides
because
being
I
able
mean,
to
she
business
talked
like
her
her
shit,
mother.
but she didn't give a fuck that he was hitman for Sunny.
No.
She said you'll kill for me. I love that.
Mm. And hold on. First of all, they're trying to sell
Um,
her as an agent, it's still not believable.
You
How
know,
are you?
like you're gonna
First of
say
all,
sell her to the black market. I was like, bitch,
first of
she needs to.
she got 3 weeks
She need to.
of secret special agent training.
She need to go.
Then you're shooting niggas and you're squinting your eyes at them. Who shoots like that?
I almost thought that we was on FaceTime for a second. I was gonna hit the thing and look at the.
And she still hit her mark, and apparently hit it so good that he kept bleeding to the point that Ravon had to suffocate him with the pillow. Like, why are you messing up that white pillowcase with all that blood?
I didn't see him suffocate that man. I was like, oh
I
my
said, what is this? And then she's like, no, we gotta go back and find Brad. We gotta talk to her. That's the mark. And then she comes back and gets
She
kidnapped.
said she knows me.
She saved my life.
Oh, she knows me.
And my thing is, what? Okay, I didn't want to care about it. What the fuck did she pick her death for?
Hooper.
Yes. Was that ever explained?
I mean, not fully. She said somebody, something happened and somebody made her do it. I believe she said she didn't. She wouldn't get. She was more interested as to why Jason Morgan was in front of her because he's supposed to be in heaven with her. Why are we looking at each other face to face right now? Ain't it? Yeah, but I mean. No, I ain't in heaven, but why ain't you in heaven?
And then you send Jason off to find girl, like, we don't care.
No, nobody
Promise you, we don't care.
Sent Jason to do anything. Jason did that on his own accord because
no, I'm not saying nobody sent him. They wrote him to go look for this lady. And it's like, Jason should be talking to his favorite baby mama. Because I don't really.
She over here talking to Willow and
to Rick. She over here. Fuck Willow. She over here up in Rick's face.
No,
for what? Cause what?
Cause he gave her that good duck.
Yeah, 20 goddamn years ago. When he had Charlie, when he had Carly trapped in a secret room. Huh? So I'm just like, no, I'm over it. I'm over Jason doing everything but what he should be doing, which is being up in Elizabeth's face.
Carly, he will always love Melissa Patch.
Speaking of Elizabeth, though, I liked her talking that shit to Christina. It wasn't like she cussed her out or anything.
I mean,
but it was like
she did it for fucking nothing because here goes dumb Willow on the phone talking about I need you.
I'm sure she regretted that every second.
I said,
but
she on the phone fucking Willow on the phone talking about I need you. Help me, Big Daddy. Yeah. The moment he hear my voicemail, Willow. If it ain't on today's episode, I'd be surprised. Willow.
That's probably he probably recorded his voicemail or ringtone. So every time she calls, Willow. Ring, ring, ring. Willow.
She says, "Try it, yeah."
But no, I liked it because she told off Christina, and she reminded, and it's like Christina needs that because Christina, you are one that should be talking about somebody being a mother. Didn't you hop your happy ass up to the motherfucking Metro Court and ended up being in an accident which caused you to lose your baby?
And she said, I'm a mother. I am a mother
And
and will always be a mother.
no, you were never mother because that was your sister's baby. Like, why does she still get to go around calling that girl's baby her baby?
I was like, Carolyn, that's my baby.
That wasn't your fucking baby,
My baby.
and someone should tell her that.
And you know why it didn't happen? Because it was her little nickel baby.
Oh Lord. And we don't see the father of that child no more.
Somebody kidnapped TJ.
And Jordan don't give a fuck.
Not one flying. Like not one. She's so happy with her position with Jizz Sidwell that it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And every time I see her on my screen, I want to punch the TV.
You do, but why? Okay, explain to me why though.
Because that's the whole thing. Your son's been missing. Like, where did your son go? You don't even talk about where he is. And you sit up here and just sit Will's face. It just make sense to me. Jizz Sitwell, you left your job for Jizz Sitwell. You told Cardi she said I'm happy. Yeah, yeah, a lot. There's a lot of advantages to this. Like, girl, of course there's advantages. He's a mob boss. These whole people that you choose to say that are friends and family to you, held their family hostage. And plenty other people in that city hostage. And you're like, yeah, he's cool. Like there's a lot of advantages to, being um affiliated with just oh yeah.
Now, to be
What?
fair,
No, to be fair, my ass.
no, to
There's
be
nothing to be
fair,
fair. That
no, it's a
man had
plot.
no.
It's a
Mm.
plot that she set up with Laura, and Curtis is in on it. So she knows he ain't shit. I just think it annoys us because while they're seemingly painting Jizz as this do-gooder for Port Charles, they're crucifying Sonny, and yet Sonny hasn't done a crime since he killed Jagger Cates.
Well, he
He
did
kidnapped
kidnap
Rocco.
somebody.
Right, he kidnapped not Rocco. What's
Who'd
his
he
name?
kidnap? Who'd he kidnap?
Marco. I said
There
Rocco.
you go.
Marco.
There you go.
Marco.
Welcome
Rocco's his
back.
grandson. He
Mhm.
kidnapped Marco. So like that's the only thing. But like he really like the whole time Sonny's a monster. We need to stop Sonny.
But
He
they're
was
not gonna
he was
catch
like
him.
I'm trying to romance a homophobe. He wasn't worried about taking over Port Charles, girl.
They're not gonna catch Gene Sidwell in any crime right now because over there is his cover up hit, and he can't be held for any crime activity he did while he was kidnapping bitches.
Was that in Africa?
It wasn't Africa.
Carly, what happened between Jason and Anna in Africa?
God, I'm glad I got so much willpower and I didn't have to spit that out. Oh, baby, y'all done bad. But like, and he can't be like prosecuted for those crimes. Him stealing motherfucking him kidnapping motherfuckers and torturing them. Because Lucky went through such a heartbreak. He was over there long before Amma and Miss Morgan was over there.
Because he had Sonny and Dr. Gannon over there.
Oh my
Which,
God, I
hold on.
forgot about Dr. Nicka.
He's right. He's cute. Why ain't he fucking no pussy?
As he wants Jordan, and Jordan
Oh my
just
God,
wants, and
please.
Jordan wants to be around just the way Jordan wants to be around the man that kidnapped him.
Well, he need to be fucking Portia, honey. Maybe he'll fuck the white off of her.
Oh, bring her back to Whitney. Yes.
That's where it was going, but they had to make her and Curtis make up. Like, girl, no.
Hospital.
He don't do a goddamn thing. These are moving in the fucking cabin that Lucky gave him. You got this fine ass man on our TV. Right, he don't be doing shit. He be flirting with all these women.
He getting my money.
Shit, at this point, I would even take him being with Elizabeth.
Mm. And she needs some new dick.
She did. I'm tired. I'm tired of
She
Rick.
don't want Jason no more. You ain't getting your liaison.
I know. I need to.
I mean, we're just gonna make that clear. It's not happening. It's not Brett's back on the skirt. It just was stupid, Brett. Wait until Carly finds out about this. Huh? She said,
About
what?
what?
About fucking Jason and the baby, the ovulation neighbor. The
Ovulation neighbor?
neighbor.
What?
The
Oh,
egg neighbor, bitch.
girl. We'll see because she too busy beating up Jack Brennan's ass.
And talking about her kids are more important. No, bitch, Jason's more important to you. She said, my cats mean more to me than anything. I said, no, bitch, Jason does. Quit playing with me. Wait till you find out where he is. You're going to go, oh, you're going to say, malicious a lie. Brad, Brad, really? I'll cook for Jason. You fuck her too, Jason.
I'll strip my pussy for Jason. You'll do what?
Mhm. I can't believe she thought you. She said I talked to Michael. Josh is so weird. I don't even remember where she says if she is, but I knew she wasn't there. I said, bitch, shut the fuck up. Because you're in this man's face. This man already recruited your child to be a secret agent. You know what? You're a good mother. You're one of the best. Talking about Joss is over there in another country. No, big. I mean, she is somewhere else, but not where you think she is.
She said,
But
where should they share? Does she think she in Australia?
yes, yes.
Take care of a family friend. You ain't called a family friend and make sure that was the case, girl.
She and Carly talking about when she said that family member. She said, yeah, girl.
Like, I mean, let me come and tell my mother, oh yeah, I'm going over so and so's house. She's gonna call so and so.
All right. You all
But you,
right?
like, my cats need more than anything. No, they don't. Bitch, quit lying.
Go to sleep. Please go to sleep. I can't. I fucking can't.
Somebody to come and ask her, do you know where your children are?
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? She said, yeah, Michael's at Sunny's house. And Joss is in Australia.
So I swear, whenever somebody find somebody, that's how that storyline is to play out. I hope Tracy finds it because Tracy's the pettiest bitch to do it.
And
She'll
he
find
is
out where Jocelyn is, and she'll say that she'll run up to the corner and be like, "Do you know where?" She was like, "It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your daughter is?"
Because fucking Tracy.
She'll be like, "Oh, Donna, she's at Sunny's." No, I'm talking about your other daughter.
She'll be like, Donna's with Sunny, thank you.
No, I'm talking about your other daughter, the big one.
John?
Yes.
She's in Australia.
No,
Exploring.
she's being held captive on the same island Jason's on.
Just.
She's like, okay, I'm not worried. Jason will say that.
No, she's like, but no, what's Jason doing on the island?
Carly, this is your daughter is not in Australia.
Right,
She's
but
she's on an undisclosed island where Jason is.
I just talked to Jason a couple of days ago, and he wasn't on an island.
Tracy, a couple of days ago, your daughter is on the same island where Jason is, and she's being held captive. Did you not hear me, woman?
Why did Jason go to an island? Like I just don't understand. He was just talking to me, and I remember. Oh, he went. Yeah, he went to go find Brett. Make sure
Not
Brett was
Brat.
okay. Make sure Brett was okay. That's where he
Not
went.
Brat.
Brett. He went to go find Brett.
Not Brat.
Brett. He went to go find Brett.
Here goes Tracy. Okay, Carly.
She's like, "What do you
Oh,
want,
jeez.
Tracy?" She's like, "What do you want, Tracy? Okay, what do you want to tell me? You're telling me that Jason is on the same island as my daughter? My daughter's in Australia, but Jason wouldn't be in Australia. Wouldn't be in Australia. I know where my child is. Okay. All right, I guess we waited long enough to talk about. Wait, do we have one more? Because we damn sure didn't talk about this one.
Ah,
How
Ava and Cody.
how you forget your own notes? I remember. I somewhat remember what I wrote. I'm just writing it. Writing
I'll
it
let
down.
you read because you were certainly shocked.
Cause girl, you know what? This is hold on. All we think all roads lead back to Harley. All roads lead back to Christina.
Yeah, this is
Like
all her fucking fault. Like, she's such an idiot.
fucking a both. Both of her siblings fucking lives, and I can't no more. I can't. Now she done fucked up the best thing that happened to her sister since that nigga got kidnapped. But like Cody's over there. Cody's about to fuck Ava. Like he's doing what he was spending that what he was paid to spend that money that he got to do. He did it. He said, there's other things that you could be preoccupied with now besides rap. He all in her face. He's flexing his chest. He did Sasha who? Baby, Sasha who? He don't care about his cousin no more.
No,
No more.
no, he just cares about sticking his dick in Ava, which is just.
And it could have been, but he likes Molly.
He
And
does like
Christina
Molly.
had to fuck this up because Christina's diabolical and she's crazy. Like she's fucking cuckoo.
She needs to be
Doing this,
institutionalized, but her fucking mammy won't let her be institutionalized.
I can't have my daughter committed. She's funny.
She's
She's
fine.
funny.
Okay.
No, she's funny. She's funny. I can't
She's
have my,
what?
she's funny. I can't have my daughter committed. I can't have her committed. She's
Not
funny.
'cause- not
She's
she's
funny.
funny.
She's a hook.
She's crazy like her father.
Just like our daughter. And we keep setting on for a long time. But now but I get why she did it. I get why she did it. If Ava and Rick ain't around each other, they both can't extort her mama.
Not anymore. They wouldn't have to extort her mother though had Christina not tried to kill both of them.
And you're absolutely right.
Again, all roads lead back to Christina, as you say.
You're absolutely right. She said, but she's funny.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? She's funny. But now Molly had to go in the stables. Bitch went in the stables. And Ava's nasty ass was getting ready to fuck that white man around a bunch of horses.
yes, because she's a horse.
Oh, not the horse.
I mean, she fucked Sunny in a crypt and got pregnant with Avery.
Uh, little Miss
So,
Avery.
so she ain't above fucking in the stable.
Around horses.
Or on some horses, you know.
Oh,
She could probably
definitely.
take horse dick. She's
She
a big
probably
whore.
could. Because she's a big, yeah, because she's a big whore. She's a big whore. But poor Molly, like she had to walk in on that. Then Megan on. And her whole world is crushed now. She's sitting there telling her half brother, her half brother. She's telling her half brother about how he gives her butterflies when they're around each other. And, she really likes Cuddy and she likes being around Cuddy. And Cuddy is just so good for her. She may be in love with Cuddy.
Oh God.
Oh, wait.
I just want to know where the fuck is TJ?
They kidnapped him. Somebody kidnapped him.
They need to unkidnap
They
him.
don't even they don't even have they don't even say nothing about where he was staying at. Like Molly lives with Christina and her mama. Mommy and her daughters live happily ever after in that fucking place. Like they say nothing about that man. That man just like literally disappeared. There's not even a mention of TJ. She don't talk about her dead daughter. She don't talk about TJ. She said, but cut it out. Cody gives her butterflies. Like she thinks she's a really cool person. But she was really hurt when how she walked in and she's seen them together. My God.
And now he's trying to stick his little caterpillar into Ava.
Not the caterpillar.
Which again, I'll say this too with it too. That whole scheme came so out of left field.
Bring out the caterpillar.
Yep, just like a caterpillar. It came like what?
Mm.
Oh, you have to go and seduce Ava. You couldn't have got somebody else to seduce Ava?
No, nope. Cody's the hottest thing out there.
You couldn't have hired a hooker? Oh no, Cody's your hooker. Sorry, I forgot.
Cody's the hooker. Cody's the hooker. Christina was pimping Cody out. They did Ava away from her dad, well, from Molly's daddy. Now the roads lead back to Molly. But I love him. He's just a great person. Michael, he gives me butterflies.
So they didn't really. All she did was catch them in the stables, but today.
Aren't you looking it up? Oh,
What?
shush. Talking about today. Be quiet.
No. I haven't looked it up yet because I don't know how it's going to end. So like, I just, again, this is all Christina's fault. All
It's all
Christina's
Christine's
fault,
fault.
and that's where I'll leave that.
It's all Christine's fault.
Mm-hmm.
You said that's where you're at, so you know.
It's Christina's fault we ain't watched it today either.
Yep, sure. Christina made my baby's teeth hurt. He did, and I'm disgusted.
Christina making me have to go pee right now.
No, I gotta go too. So we'll let this go here.
Yeah, we're gonna
Mm,
piss on Christina's head.
Goodbye, David.
Goodbye. So,
Hello. That's right. We have a special guest that are with us for this episode of The Niggas.
the segment of the niggas, and his name
I
is
said
Miss.
what I said.
Oh, shut up, Kara. And his name is Mr. Philly. Enjoy.
Mr. Philly.
Oh, excuse me, damn.
Just like the ass she just bust. Peace out.
Mm-hmm. Phil, are you still there, honey?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Go
The
on,
niggas.
Kara. The niggas,
Uh,
yes, yes. Let's not be niggas, okay?
I'm true. Don't tell. We might as well end this podcast right now. Tell me not to be a nigga.
Okay,
Tell me not.
Phil, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Okay.
just be honest and be your funny self, okay?
Okay.
I mean, I
Okay.
would hope there's nothing for him too much to lie about when we all watching the same thing.
Yes, like Leslie now being a very rich bitch. How are we feeling about this?
Um,
Wait, hold on, Kara.
Huh?
Kara, I don't know what happened to your headphones, honey, but you was cutting off for a second.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I said we could have started with the fucking lesbians. Fuck that
We'll
bitch.
end with that, girl. Leslie is now a very rich bitch.
Yeah, lucky her. Her dead mama left her a lot of money. Bitch, she probably, you know what? Nope, I'm not gonna say that. You ain't gonna ban me today. Mm-mm. Okay.
Phil,
No.
yeah.
how are you feeling about that?
Um, I'm kind of like sad for the I'm kind of sad for the Duprees, but at the same time, though, I'm kind of not.
Why?
Because they low key, even though like Leslie, aka Coco, is a bitch, but um, she raised her daughter on her own, even though it is kind of her fault that she didn't say anything. But at the same time, though, shoot, you got the money. If you got the money, you can live behind the gates too.
Mm-mm. Fuck that
Okay.
whore. She needs to be off my screen. Look, the only person in this scenario I have even a little bit of empathy for would be Eva. And that's because she
Oh
has
my
and that's
God, the
because
shock
she
of the
has
lifetime.
fuck you. And that's because she has this ratchet ass bitch as a mother.
Can I be honest?
Nope.
I'm about to be honest. I like the fact that she's rich now. You wanna know why?
Because she's more
Ask
annoying.
No, well, yes, but I said it on Twitter. The Duprees need a foil. The Duprees can't win everything. This is not the Young and the Restless, okay? They're not Victor Newman. They can't win everything. They need a foil. This is a good this is good sparring practice. Leslie now has the resources to fuck with them. Before
She
she did
didn't
not.
need the
She had the
fucking
wits.
resources.
No, 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 no. She had the wits, but now she has the wits with the money behind it. Cause money talks. Money talks. They thought they were gonna have time, and them people sold that house to her. They probably sold the furniture to her.
Mm, well, yeah, because she needed it.
I
Bum
cannot
bitch.
wait. I cannot wait to see the first scene of her in this mansion, honey. It is going to be epic.
I just needed Nita to slap her again. Because, baby, that
Yeah,
slap
when
was
she
like
slapped her,
golden.
that conversation that conversation was getting real heated.
He said, I need you to get out of
What?
my face.
And she kept saying it. I only got to tell her once.
Baby.
Second time, she
She
kept
said it
repeating
like 3, 4 times.
I
right.
wouldn't have
The
said
first
nothing to
time,
her. Uh, you don't even get one
but when
time.
she when she slapped her, when I tell you I almost dropped my food on the floor.
You don't even get
You
one
were
I
time.
watching
said,
it while you were
Leslie,
eating.
if somebody done choked me out and slapped me, I'm leaving. Like, like everybody done put the pause on this hoe, and she's still not going nowhere. Like,
No,
You
she
didn't
enjoys
hear.
getting
You
a
didn't hear what
rise
she
out of
said.
him.
No, you didn't hear what she said. She said they took my mother. They took my man. That was not your man. What are you talking about, girl?
It was in my head. It was my mouth.
You
And
just
I,
had his baby. You was a
hold on,
side chick.
hold on. And I got the Bible to prove it. That's gonna,
child,
that's gonna be mine. No matter what the ring says, that's gonna be mine.
So how are we hoping this ends for Leslie?
I
She
kind
goes to
of
jail.
hope that she does move in the gates so the stories can be more juicy.
Okay, so you just want to see more action.
Yeah.
Okay,
That woman
Kara.
needs to go to jail. She goes to jail. If not,
I
I
want
just
her
want
to
Anita to
have
smack the fuck out of her again.
I want her to fall. I want her to fall, and I want her to fall mightily and hard, because the pickup will be interesting. But she ain't gonna fall for a long time. She gonna get everything she wants, and she's gonna fuck Ted again. I hope y'all know that.
Yeah, we know. Of course, she's gonna be that. She's gonna be the shoulder for him to cry on when the divorce settles. Even though it's all her fault they get a divorce in the first place.
Well, speaking of the Richardsons, this saga between Andre and Ashley is finally over. How are we
Thank
feeling?
God. Thank God. Because now I can watch without fast forwarding again. That was sickening. I don't give a damn what you said. He didn't belong with that bland ass white bitch. She belonged with her blue eyed bland wonder.
Phil.
How I feel about it, I'm glad she ended things because she don't got time to be getting played with.
But she wasn't
Flynn
getting
was gonna
played with
play with
though.
that unseasoned chicken.
She walked in and him and Danny was kissing, and if it was me, I would have smacked the fuck out of both of them if I would have seen that shit. And matter of fact, I would have been like, "Fuck you and fuck Paris."
Oh, I'm like Paris. But like he was ending things, and she just needed comfort because she thought she made Haley
And
lose her fake
they
baby.
kissed, and it wasn't like they was completely naked, sitting on the couch about to fucking. He wasn't about to stick his dick in her. They just fucking kissed.
She wanted comfort. One thing about Danny's a smart bitch. If she wanted to pop her pussy, she could have popped it somewhere else.
And she
She
ain't
likes
pop
popping
it.
it for him.
And there's a pop, and it's a pop no more.
And then you pop it on your nephew. Child.
That ain't her
That's not
nephew.
her nephew.
That's
That's her
sister's
sister's nephew.
nephew.
By
By
marriage,
marriage.
anyway. That have no relation to her.
Still.
Not one. Not even by marriage.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
She's having great sex, though. I know that. Well, was. I want to go back to
Baby.
doing that.
Baby.
Not her having to make him work for the cookie. I'm like,
As he
girl.
should.
And look at him still doing it.
He's still doing it. He showed up when she needed him.
Yeah, she said that bitch got Paris and I got a cheap ass burger date. Fuck you.
You know what I hope though? I hope that what's her ex-husband's name?
Bill.
Bill.
I
DJ
hope
DiMera.
Bill leaves that stank ass Princess Jasmine hoe.
Trifling ass Haley, lying ass Haley.
Yeah,
Why?
when she was like, because it's like I don't know, like she like that episode when she went to the restaurant to pick a fight, and then like basically kind of like faked her miscarriage low key.
She kept it. Where did she keep that blood package at? That she came out that
Right.
fucking bathroom.
I said
Somebody
that. I
help
said she's
me.
been in there way too long.
He was trying to cut
And
into
then
the
when
blood
Danny tried to help,
package.
she was like, "Don't touch me, bitch."
She did. I think we watched it together. I said, "Damn, she can't help you now."
No, she can't touch me.
And then she
It's
called
her
up
fault, I'm like
Samson,
us.
which was Randy from the goddamn casino.
I said, is that Randy?
No, wait a minute.
No, that ain't Randy.
Hold on a
Oh,
second.
y'all, I just farted and it stinks so bad.
Oh, Lord.
Oh shit!
Phil, go to the other room, honey. So, but I remember Phil was dyeing my hair. And like when I saw that, I got up and I said, "She's fucking lying, Phil." He goes, "Yeah, duh." I'm like, "No, you don't
Yeah,
get it. It's like, it's confirmed."
We all knew but you. You was the only one talking about she's having a baby. No, she ain't
No, remember when she
having a damn
fell? When
baby.
she fake fell on the floor and dropped her dirty ass croissant? Child,
It's a dirty croissant. She
I
tripped over
said
her foot.
he was
Ugly
like, move the.
bitch.
He told the Asian lady, move the books. What's the books? He went on the floor. I was like, nigga, I ain't put it there.
Yeah, didn't he put it there?
I think so. And she was like, I'm so sorry. She's better than me because I was like, why is she talking to you?
And then here go Bill. Let's go to the hospital and see about the baby.
And
Girl, ain't
meanwhile,
no
that's how you know that she
baby.
was faking it. If somebody who's pregnant falls on her stomach and don't want to go to the hospital, and you're talking, I'm fine. Bill's dumbass, you're a lawyer. You should have been who she faked that.
I don't feel sorry for Bill at all.
I don't
No.
feel sorry for none of them. I don't feel sorry for Haley losing her pretend ass baby. I don't feel sorry for Bill being stupid enough to fall for that. We're having a baby. I'm gonna set up a trust fund. I'm I'm gonna name us. I'm gonna get a city named after him. It's my baby. Fuck out of here.
Kara, he was happy to be a daddy
He
again.
he he was happy to be a daddy to an invisible baby. I love that for him.
Well, now he's being a daddy to her, actually, a lesbian baby who's kidnapped.
Poor,
How are we
poor
feeling about
child.
this one?
Poor
Wait
I
a
was
child.
already
minute. Don't
happy.
tell me. Is this the newer episodes? I ain't see it.
Which
Ooh,
did you watch Friday's episode?
No.
ooh.
Did you see the part where she got kidnapped?
And she
No.
no, she
Okay. Well,
no.
baby, I wish we would have told you to make sure you watched at least up to Friday's
You
episode.
gotta watch them,
Chelsea's been
baby.
kidnapped, baby.
Dude, why are you telling? Y'all can't be telling me this.
Because
We're gonna
this
watch
is
it
what
anyway,
we're
honey. This is
because
what
this
we're
is what we're
discussing.
why we're doing this fucking thing, the podcast. So because we force ourselves even when we tired and broke down to watch this shit so we can do this.
So basically, what Kara's saying is, bitch, get into it, even if you still get into it.
Yeah, you better
So,
pick up real fast. Watch and
so
I'm
learn,
like,
baby.
spoiler
God,
alert.
oh God, I'm like three episodes behind.
I hate you.
Well, spoiler alert. She's been kidnapped.
That crazy
Probably
bitch
from
that took my
that
Chelsea.
lesbian bitch,
From
No.
who?
her ex girlfriend or whoever that
Yes,
was.
Yeah. But it
yes.
ain't Leslie. Her name is Addison.
I think you said lesbian bitch. Is that what you called
Oh.
her?
I ain't
Phil?
gonna hold you. If I got kidnapped by my ex, I'd be like, oh my God, you really love me.
And that's what
She
and that's
has
what
her
that bitch
chained in a cabin somewhere, honey.
and that's what that bitch was hoping for. She'd say, oh my God, you really love me. You did all this for me. Oh
Well,
God.
hopefully this girlfriend, aka the doctor, does she know that she kidnapped?
She's the one that's telling him. It's Allison. It's
Mhm.
her. It's her. You're like, it might be other people. No, it's her. She's right.
No, yeah, it's her. I'm talking. And then she just set up this whole thing. Like this bitch is really crazy. Like she's crazy.
She had a fake
Like,
profile,
Mm.
calling herself Edie and shit like that.
that's none of these hoes.
Mm.
Oh,
Talking about,
and
you remember I love, we loved each other. Bitch, you broke up with her and she moved on.
hold on, and then to know the whole thing was a lie. The bitch ain't even married. Like
Yeah, another spoiler alert. Her husband wasn't really her husband. She
he was
was
an
paying
actor.
for
He
his
was
services.
he was paid actor. You're gonna be my husband no matter what the DNA test says, bitch. I need you to help me with
Exactly.
this. Like what?
Mm.
Because she said she thought that it would help. It would help Chelsea be comfortable with being with a woman if there was a man involved, and they ended up liking
Meanwhile,
each other. So back at the ranch,
she been doing that for a long time. She ain't need no help.
not at all.
And I feel bad because she actually really did like that fucking psychopath.
She did, and she broke up with her. I was like, oh, I felt so bad for her. And
Mm-hmm.
the bitch is crazy.
As hell. Next thing you know, she gonna be singing Miss Mary Mack to Chelsea, and Chelsea just gonna sit there and look at her.
So Phil, we still have some time, and you are a guest. Is there
Yes.
anything you would like to mention about the show?
I do want to fuck Bill.
Oh God.
I still do. With his tall old ass.
Rather Bill than
I
that,
kind
than
of
that
want to fuck
lame ass.
Andre too now.
Excuse me. You want the winning team now?
You want our man
No,
now.
well, his ass was sitting up in one of those episodes.
His ass is
I
always
think it was when he
sitting.
was consulting with Danny, and I was like, oh wow.
His ass is always
That's all a
sitting.
man needs for you is some ass poking out.
Yes, but other than that, I do need to catch up on the show. I feel like Leslie, for some reason, everything is going well for her. She done did a whole hit and run and got rich. I know that's right. And
Trying
still
to
ain't
kill,
get
trying to
caught.
kill, and trying
Give
to
us
kill
your
that,
secrets, girl.
and trying
Give
to
us
kill
your
that woman's,
secrets.
trying to kill that woman's secretary twice.
Oh yeah,
Twice.
twice.
Wait a minute. I know what we can mention. The whole Kat, Tomas, and Eva triangle. How are we feeling about that? We haven't talked about that on here
That's a
yet.
lesbian. I don't care what y'all say.
Oh, that's not
That's
Kara.
what
No, she's not. That's what Kara's just saying. Kat likes men.
Mhm.
She's just saying that
Or
because Kat
maybe-
don't like having sex with Tomas.
But no, not Nicole, not Naomi's husband talking about maybe you gotta sleep with other people just to find that your pussy ain't dry.
That's
No.
not how he said it.
That's exactly how he did.
I mean, in a nutshell, he kind of did, but that's neither here nor there. She don't need to. She don't need to get no other dick. She likes pussy. She likes the puss. Y'all can't tell
No,
me
it's not
otherwise.
giving
When they
that.
slept together or whatever, when they had them towels around them,
Mm-hmm. Not the time.
when they had them white towels, I will say somebody really got dirty with them eyebrows.
Hold on, I said that too. I said, why they look like that?
Right.
I said, no, Tomas, his body, he's fine.
Do you think
Cat,
he's gay?
I'm like, who the fuck made Cat look like an actual wet cat? Like,
Hold on. Do you think Tomas is gay?
no, because he's sitting there trying to eat Eva's pussy. No, absolutely
Well,
not.
I mean, in real life, because Kara
Is he?
and Walt both agree that he's gay. I don't know. They just both say he gives gay,
Yes, he gives bestie.
and he was already correct about Naomi.
He gives bestie bottom is what he gives.
I think I don't know. He's an attractive man though.
Look at
He's
you
an
like
attractive man. I will give you that.
look at you like another species. I love that for you.
The poppies. Hey,
Hey, that's
sis.
daddy.
Hey sis. But I feel like he likes Eva.
You don't understand. He's my poppy.
He's
Oh, shut
always
up.
like Eva.
Yeah, always. Like since they were first introduced to each other, like he likes her more. I
Yeah.
don't know why he's not going over there.
I was gonna say, and Eva is probably experienced. Yeah.
And
Of
you
course, she a
know,
hood rat. Look at who her
mhm.
mama is.
Yep, she got it from her mama.
Mm.
Get it from her mama.
But I will say, oh my goodness. What you call it? What was I about to say?
You forgot that
Um,
fast?
Yeah. So let's talk about Nicole and what's her name? Her ex-husband now about to be
Ted.
divorced. Ted.
On punishment, nigga.
Now he's on punishment.
He's always on punishment.
She
He
said,
go from
"I'm
being in
using
the middle
phone."
of when Maurice was playing him, he was in the middle of the intro. To once Keith got here, he the last motherfucker to come on the scene when it
I
on
miss
punishment. Nigga.
Maurice.
Me too, cause little
I
brother ain't
miss
cutting it.
Maurice. He's not cutting it.
He was fine. Why they fire him?
No one knows. They need to bring his ass back. He look like he could be free grown ass people's daddies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like
And
him. Ain't
Keith looked like a little brother.
He looks like their uncle.
He looks like their little brother.
But yeah, so are we sad about them getting a divorce?
Look, I am only because Ted. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 because you just sending her flowers and trying to make it seem like everything's gonna go away. No, you basically had a whole child with a whole different bitch while we was married. So it's kind of like I don't know, but I see that he's trying to put in effort. But it's like flowers,
Barely.
like Anita said, flowers ain't gonna do it.
No, they're not.
Well, then he could use the excuse she won't talk to me.
Uh,
You'll go like, I just lost the best person in my life, dog. I don't know
Mhm.
what to do. She don't love me, dog.
Walking
yeah,
around,
Nicole
fear my
moves.
crest head down. I'ma just walk till my feet hurt.
Yeah, Nicole. Nicole,
Do
she's
do we
something else.
blame Nicole?
No, 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 we don't blame Nicole, but I think Nicole can have some ways of being stuck up.
In
Mm-hmm.
some ways,
Uh,
okay, some ways.
she just has some moments. No.
Okay. Let me tell you what I want to talk about. My good white bitch Vanessa McBride and Joey Armstrong.
Yeah, now that's about to be
Ew.
none too.
What? Ooh. What? Ew.
Because every time I see them about to fuck, I just about to throw up. Like every time.
Why?
You
Because
know,
they're old.
Two Hand, Two Hand Ryan got the moves.
You know,
But
but they have such chemistry though.
they're literally like Bonnie and Clyde for real. So I will say
Right,
that.
right. That's the chemistry though. That's the chemistry. It's like
Hmm.
she's divorced Dougie.
That's her
No,
husband. She loves that man.
I don't like her actual husband. I don't like him. And I
You
told
used to think he was
I don't like
fine. I remember you told me this. Why don't
That
you like
drunk
him?
bitch.
I don't like him because he has put himself in shit that he should not have put himself in, and then brought his wife into it, and then on top of that, it's on some bullshit and basically trying to get them both killed.
He sure
Kara,
did.
anything to add to that?
He sure did try to get them people killed.
And then
He
it's,
said,
it's like it,
I know what to tell him, what to tell him to do. Drunken
that,
bastard.
and I can see him trying to do something right, but it's like then he comes off haughty, like nigga, you put us in the situation. The fuck, like
Yeah.
it's the cockiness. Like it's
He
like he
ain't
got it
doing
all like
shit
that when
right.
he don't.
He trying to make himself look good and then and fuck up his wife getting some good dick in the process. Fuck him.
Terrible.
And she's still in it.
Oh,
And you know, I understand why you like her so much because she denied until her face turned blue, just like a white woman. I already know. He basically done told them two motherfuckers, I already know you fucking. I don't know what you're talking about. Bitch, we can see the signs. What do you mean? When
We
he
just see you fuck up on the table yesterday. What you talking about,
when
girl?
when they was talking about Ted and Nicole, and he said, "Oh, I thought you would know about that." And she looked at him cross-eyed, like, "Bitch, he know. Calm down. Get your shit together."
get your
I,
pussy up.
I
I
mean,
just want to meet their children.
she got the pussy.
She
Yeah,
got that down
yeah,
pat.
yeah. Where's
He
some
loves fucking
kids?
her. He loves fucking her. But
Hmm.
they like fucking each other. But like I like them together. I'm sorry, I do. Like I want them to be a couple. Janessa forever.
But not Leslie trying to get a house off of Vanessa though.
Did she
Trying
know?
to, she got
Obvi-
one.
Obviously,
Leslie
she
is
the
a
only
messy
real estate
bitch.
agent.
Leslie is a messy bitch because you know daggone well Nicole and Vanessa are best friends. Like, but she said no. I heard that you were the best in Fairmont Craig.
She the only
No,
one.
you didn't, bitch. Well, at this point, she is, yes. Oh, but she said, no, I ain't, bitch. Go somewhere else. Leave me alone.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
You gonna sell me this house and then go run back and tell your bestie I'm moving across the street. Hey, veg.
Because she wants some people to see her spending their money.
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, oh hell no, hell no,
And
hell
then
no.
punk ass Nicole talking about the family something like that. No. Yeah, girl, you can sit the fuck down because you can't help nothing.
She need to fight
Right?
for her motherfucking marriage, what she need to do.
No, right? She was
She
like, we
obviously
can't
don't
let
want
her
that
do,
man.
we can't let her do this. We can't let her do this. She was talking too loud for me. I had to turn the TV down.
I've been done with Nicole. I've been done with
For
Nicole
real.
for a
You
minute.
had been for a while,
I've been done
actually.
with Nicole ever since this. What was it? Uh, when she found out about Martin's secret, and she gonna sit there and talk to her mama like that. Girl, fuck you. This
Mm-hmm.
whole family always kept secrets from me. Girl, go sit the fuck down. It's
but
your
she did.
mother. It's your fault why I couldn't help my son. Girl, no, it's not. Shut
She
up.
she did make a point though. She said
Girl,
Leslie feels like the other woman, and Leslie's acting like she's the other woman.
and she was the other woman, and she got knocked up.
No, 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 not the other woman. Sorry, she feels like she's the woman scorned, and Leslie. That's how Leslie's acting, like she's the woman scorned, and Nicole
Yeah,
stole her
well,
man.
yeah, yeah. She do. She act like, well, that's what happens when you fuck a crazy bitch.
Not a crazy bitch.
I'm just saying.
Kara, is there anything else? Is there something that you would like to bring up?
Nicole makes grinds my gears every time she comes on the screen. Like I can't get over the fact that she really tried to tear down that whole family because her son wanted to keep that from her because there was nothing she could do, and she still feels some type of way about that. Like you
Oh
really
yes, she
sat
do.
there and called out your parents, talked all that shit about your parents because they did what was best for your child. Look,
No.
I get it. I understand it. I would want something like that to happen to if Jack got into some shit with uh Candy or whoever and something happened where he was facing jail time.
Hmm.
Absolutely, do what you got to do to protect my child, so my child don't have to do it. If and when I find out, I'll deal with it then. But I'm not going to be upset that they did what they had to do to protect that boy.
Yeah, it just feels like well. Here's the thing. She was transferring how she felt about Ted onto everybody else.
Exactly. And she
She
did
was
that for
projecting
months. Girl, let
big
it go.
time, big time, because her husband lied to her for like 30 something. I'm sorry, not 30, for 20 some odd years. But it's like, girl, they didn't tell your sister either. They didn't
Right.
tell anybody.
And Danny was sitting there talking about you go daddy and mama. That's the difference. That's the difference between the bitch you need in your life and the bitch you should stay away from.
Because Daddy
Fuck
don't
her.
mind doing a little crime to get what she wants or just
Mm-mm.
acting out, period.
Fuck her. Fuck Nicole. I said it. And then she really like, okay, I get, you and Ted having it out about, Leslie, but then you go back and then and then you bring back up something that happened. Like you said, it was what, well, not that, but that happened probably about 5 years ago with their child. Then you bring that up
That was 2 years
when,
ago.
was it 2 years ago?
With
Okay.
Martin?
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
that was
only
two
two
years ago.
years? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but either way, you bring that back up. He's trying to sit there and do what he has to do for his son. He got bought into that. It wasn't like he forced himself into that. He got bought into that as well. And of course, he's going to protect his child. And now you're mad at him because he protected his child. Girl, he could be one of these deadbeats out here that said he didn't give a fuck about that boy and let that boy deal with what he got to deal with by himself. Girl, fuck you. Now you
Yes, we
mad
know
at the
so many deadbeats.
Yeah, now you mad at the man because he was protecting his child. Girl, fuck you. I could have helped him. What you gonna do? You was gonna sit there and listen to that boy tell you all that stuff about how he killed somebody, and you're like, well, I'm gonna have to go to the police. It'll be better. It'll be help. Girl, fuck you. No.
Okay, well, last thing I'll mention. I am so tired of Martin and Smitty's children.
Hey, Mike Manning.
That is my least favorite part of the show is watching them. Those kids are annoying.
Hey, Mike
Really?
Manning.
You like them?
I think it's very interesting how they are just now meeting their mother. Now, the one person who I feel like is declassing the show is the grandfather. He's boring.
Vernon?
Yes.
Okay, Nene Lisa. Why? Ridiculous.
He's boring, and he's always trying to keep the peace. And I would probably just be like, get out of here. Like, you're so boring. Like, have some fun a little bit. Like, yeah, she slapped the fuck out of Leslie, and I would say, do it again. Like,
Oh, I hollered.
Oh, he enjoyed
he's
that
just
part.
so,
He enjoyed
he's
that.
just so boring.
You know what? Vernon does leave a lot to be desired, but he's old. You know, he comes from a different time. Like, he comes from the time of like the civil rights movement, where he comes from very much the school of Dr. King, like nonviolent, nonviolent, nonviolent. People quote that a lot, but they forget that towards the end of Martin's life, he started to change his stance a lot in a way. And when you're pushed, you gotta strike back. And his wife, his daughters have been pushed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, somebody gotta get hands laid on it. He needs to beat Bill's ass, quite honestly.
See, that's the thing
Yes.
too with Bill. Now, I do feel bad for Bill because literally it's kind of like I mean, even though he left his wife, you know, I'm not going to excuse that. But every time when the family got an issue, they always do run to Bill.
They do. Even I gotta admit that. They do. Call Bill.
And he,
For what?
right.
Well, he's the
And
lawyer
Nicole
of the
kind of,
family. What the fuck was you supposed to do?
They
but
got a
now,
lawyer. Their
but now
grandmother's
it's
a
like
lawyer.
they're not even like, he's technically not even related to, I mean, he is only the kids through Chelsea and Naomi. But I would tell him like, why the fuck are y'all coming to me? Like, I don't have no ties with y'all at all. And the only reason why I do have ties with y'all is because of my kids. But even then, it's just like, it's stupid. Because they're all grown on top of that. So it's just like, why are y'all still sitting there coming to Bill? You know, I don't know.
Because
Because
they know
Bill
Bill
is a
gonna do
great
what
fixer
he gotta do to
to make
get the
problems
job
go
done.
away.
But then they
To make
treat him
problems
like
go away.
shit, though. That's the
As he
thing.
should
Like,
be.
Because he left their daughter for their granddaughter's best friend. Fuck him.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Like, yeah,
What
you
they need to
like
do is put them over their knee and spank him. Phil, don't get no ideas.
I was about to say, let me do it. Let me
that
do
hold on.
it.
First of all, that's a big bitch. You gonna put that big bitch on your knee? And you know, and we all know that BJ DiMera doing the fucking. You gonna put him over your knee, girl? Mm-mm. Your knee, and you wonder why your
Baby,
knees
Phil
gonna
talks
hurt when your
tops, honey.
knees start hurting because you done put that big bitch over your knee. Don't say nothing.
Oh Lord. So any final thoughts?
Not
Send Leslie to jail.
who?
Leslie. Coco.
You think so?
She
Yeah,
needs to
send
go to jail,
yeah,
Phil.
send that hoe to jail.
I mean, she needs to, but I don't think she's gonna get caught.
Not
She's
soon.
really
Not
the
anytime
star of the
soon.
show.
You know what? I can't say I disagree with you. She is. She's becoming that way.
She's the star of the show. It used to be Ted and Nicole's marriage, and at first it started with Danny and Bill. But she's really like the star of the show now.
Okay, and every star of the show needs to be put behind bars every now and then. Send that hoe to jail.
Your final thought? Hello?
Phil,
Yeah.
it's your turn. It's your turn.
Hello?
Hello.
Do I have any final thoughts?
Yeah.
Um.
And not about fucking Bill
No,
either.
no, it's not that.